I'm the heavyweight champion of the world.
Hey yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Wage, that wrestling, anime, gaming enthusiast, here today to talk to you again, but this time we're going to be talking about wrestling. It is Wednesday, the 18th of November, so we are going to be talking AEW Dynamite. Yes. Alright, so first off, right off the back on AEW, first match was Top Flight versus the Young Bucks, and I'm not gonna lie, this match went on a little bit longer than what I was expecting, and the Top Flight was kind of giving the Bucks like a little bit of like some run for their money. Like, I was thinking that, they would do a couple moves, but the Bucks would kind of squash them pretty quick. But, it seemed like Top Flight was doing their stuff, got a lot of their moves in. And I don't know if it was like the Bucks were underestimating them, if that was the kind of story they were trying to tell, but like, definitely Top Flight was doing their thing. And then, but once the Bucks seemed like they started taking them seriously, they kind of took them out with the quickness and wasn't messing around with them. And, the Bucks still retained. They're still the tag team champs. But it was a good match, and it definitely surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be what it was, but that was a good thing. So, nice match to start off the show. Then we got a vignette from the Inner Circle, and that was pretty funny. They had like MJF and Jericho at this bar. They keep trying to top each other with like the drinks that they want to get. So that was kind of funny. And then like Conan shows up. Like, I'm like, what was that about? But it was pretty cool to see Conan again. What else? Sammy was getting really wasted. He basically tells like MJF that he hates him to his face. And then like there's one more. Oh, Wardlow and Jake Hager are like beating people up, like having this like weird contest where they're trying to see who's like the better bouncer of the group or whatever. And they end up like slamming two dudes like together as they both like randomly just like beating dudes up. Thought that was kind of funny too. So that was good. Then they showed AEW Boundless. I guess it's talking about like AEW's journey. I don't know if this is supposed to be a documentary or something, but it looks pretty good. Like, I'm very interested in watching it. I kind of want to see like AEW's journey. So I'm really a big fan of AEW. I like what they bring to the business of like pro wrestling. So I'm definitely down if this is like some kind of documentary about AEW's journey. Looks really interesting. Next, got my boy here, OC versus Kip Sabian with Miro on commentary. It's a pretty good match. Kip, great wrestler, OC doing OC stuff. He did this, nothing new, but I just love those no hands in the pocket sequences from OC. Like, dude definitely has some amazing core strength. Like, it's always cool when he does that to me. Even did like a back body drop, which is nothing spectacular, but I just thought it was a nice little cool thing how he just kept his hands in his pockets the whole time doing all these moves. And then stuff goes on. There was even some antics with like Penelope Cruz. Like, Penelope was like messing with OC, and like she like has her hands in his face, and like he like gives her like double high five, like all chill and stuff. So that was kind of funny. And Yeah, match was a good match. Keeps on going on, and then OC it's Kip with the little like mouse trap, like small package, and he wins the match just like that. And Miro comes like flying down the ring from commentary, and like Miro got some hops, man. He just kind of just jumped in the ring, uh, clothesline, OC, like that's kind of impressive. Like just the way he hopped in there, nothing too crazy, but I'm just like, man, yo, Miro's a strong, athletic dude. Um, Next after that, we got a contract signing. Well, I think no, there was a vignette with Mox talking, but nothing too special in there to me. I mean, it's not a bad promo by Mox at all, but it just didn't really do like a whole lot for me. And then we have the contract signing, but Kenny and Kenny comes out to the entrance. I thought it was kind of funny how they kept listing off like all Kenny's like stats and saying what Moxley doesn't do. So that was kind of funny. But during the contract signing, apparently like Mox got beat up backstage, and Kenny just signs the contract anyway, kind of telling Mox that like, hey, like you're not gonna get out of this time, because you know they had a match a long time ago, and pretty much, you know, it happened. Everybody remembers their match. It was really crazy. It's probably one of the best matches in AEW history. I don't even know it's 1 year history, but one of AEW's best matches. But I'm ready for the rematch, and we'll find out what happens to Mox backstage. More than likely, it was probably Kingston in the crew, and after that, we go back to Vegas, and they're like wrapping up their night out. It's funny. Like Sammy has like a knife, and he's about to like, you know, Sammy's like about to cut himself, and he doesn't do it because they're gonna do like the blood brother pact, and then you know, they tell him not to do it, and Sammy's just kind of funny the way he's looking at MJF with the knife. Like he really wants to, like Sammy does not mess with MJF. Like he really don't like that dude. And then it kind of ends, and like they're all like in this hotel later, and they're like waking up from all the after party stuff. Like Jericho's like in the bed with Elvis, and I'm like, yo, what's that all about? That's weird. Did Jericho do the job to Elvis? Yeah, that's not a good look. And then oh man, Proud and Powerful. Yeah, whatever they were taking while they were like, they were on some different stuff. Like they took too many uppers. Like they were crazy. They were making me laugh. Like they just had too much energy. I think it was Ortiz had some chickens. Like I don't even know what's going on. Then Dylan Postel, I don't know how many of you guys know who that is. He was in, you know, WWE, and he was Hornswoggle. He shows up, and he has like a little baby. He's like a baby in a diaper. Like when Jericho opens his door, I guess they're doing like some like hangover type joke, and that was kind of funny. But yeah, after that we got like Pac versus the Blade, and it's a good match. I mean, Pac's return. Pac kind of had a botch during the middle of the match that I think he was trying to do like a DDT, like jumping over the ropes, and he kind of botched the move, or Blade didn't take it right, something, but it looked weird. But it's a good match. Not one of the best matches on the show, but it was definitely a good match. And yeah, like, you know, Pac comes off the top ropes, does a moonsault, submission, wins the match. Eddie Kingston was doing commentary during the match, so he kind of comes down afterwards. They all start beating up Pac. Ray Phoenix comes down to try to help Pac out. Obviously 4-on-2. I guess not really 4 since Penelope Cruz didn't really hit anybody. Not Penelope Cruz, the bunny, my bad. I'm still thinking about my boy OC and Kip. But yeah, so it was a 3-on-2, so they're still outnumbered. All of a sudden, Pentagon comes out, and when Pentagon shows up, he has like a chair, and everybody's looking. They don't know who he's going to hit with the chair, because of last week's episode. But Pentagon goes after Kingston and the Butcher and the Blade, and Death Triangle is back together. I kind of forgot about Death Triangle, if I'm being honest, but I guess it's cool that they're back together, and I guess we're gonna get a Death Triangle feud versus Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade. So that gives all those guys something to do, and I'm down for that. After that, we got Jade Cargo again, and she is in the back attacking Brandy, and she kind of attempted to break Brandy's arm, but I guess she didn't really break it. I don't know if that's just a weird sell job by Brandy or not, but Brandy definitely was jacked up. She was in pain, but it looked like Cargo's trying to break her arm, but I guess she didn't do it because Brandy didn't seem like she was that much pain when she was kneeled over in the back. After that was the NWA Women's Title match, Serena Deebs versus Thunder Rosa. This was a really, really good match. I think it might be my favorite match card. The match was really good. Britt Baker kind of interfered unknowingly. Serena Deebs did not know that Britt Baker interfered, and I thought the match would be over after that, but Thunder Rosa kicked out. She was still fighting and looking really strong, but eventually Serena Deebs just kind of gets the best of her and wins the match. And then Thunder Rosa loses, but she looked strong in a loss. So, and then for whatever weird reason, Britt Baker is still out there. You'd have thought she'd come in, do her damage, and then leave, but she's at ringside, and Thunder Rosa sees her and gives her that work, gives her the business afterwards. So yeah, that was kind of cool. They were both kind of battling it out. People were breaking it up, trying to stop them from fighting, but I feel like all in all, we're gonna get a Thunder Rosa Britt Baker feud, but they're making Thunder Rosa look really strong. Hopefully she's associated with AEW for a while, because I really like watching her matches. She's really good at what she does. I think she's one of the best women wrestlers in the world. Next, there's a little vignette of Silver and Anna Jay, and they're talking about Anna Jay being one of the top women wrestlers in the company since she joined the Dark Order, and she's going to get a match versus Hikaru Shida next week. Definitely want to see that. Big Shida fan, and Jay, I'm liking what's going on with her ever since she joined the Dark Order. So looking forward to that next week. Women's Championship match, AEW Women's Championship match. Last match is a main event tag match. Cage and Ricky Starks, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes. like that it's Cody Rhodes now instead of just Cody. But yeah, they have a really good tag match. Not the best match of the night. But towards the end was the last like probably like 10 minutes of the match was really good. Especially Brian Cage, like he was going off. Um, he was like he did like a double suplex, and then like he did his finisher, like the aftermath, like or avalanche off the like top of the ropes, like the whatever it's called. I think it's like the avalanche drill or something like that off the top rope, and he pretty much took Darby Allin out. I was surprised that they kind of let him pin the TNT champion like that, but you know, I guess Cage is a champion too. He's FTW champion, so it doesn't look so bad. But yeah, Cage and Starks win the match, and after that, Taz comes down. They're still beating up Darby and Cody after the match, and then Will Hobbs comes, like he's going to help out Cody and Darby, but all of a sudden, like Will Hobbs like hits Cody with the chair, and he's the newest member of Team Taz, and that's the show for AEW Dynamite on November 18th. Good show. Liked it. Looking forward to next week, and yeah, that's it. Hope you all liked the video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all for Dynamite next week. Later.